So you're about to start your next writing class and you're not exactly thrilled about it. Let's take a minute and talk about why. Because there are several valid reasons why writing classes can leave a bad taste in your mouth, but all of them can be easily improved. Watch and see, you'll be surprised. First, let's list the top 10 most common reasons for disliking writing. Number 10, it's boring. Number 9, it's hard. Number 7, it takes work. Number 6, it takes time. Number 5, you've had boring teachers who fail to motivate you. Number 4, grading is so subjective and ambiguous and you don't know what your teachers expect. 3, you've had different teachers who contradict each other about how to write. Number 2, you're not a good writer. And number 1, you have more important things to do, like texting your friends or checking Facebook or playing video games, right? What can I say? Several of these concerns are valid. But what would you say if I told you they could all be fixed? Actually, they can't all be fixed. 2 of them can't be changed by this video, but I promise to try and help you improve your attitude about them at least. So let's get started with 3 solutions that will create a more pleasant and successful semester for you. You don't need to believe me yet, but if you'll consider what I tell you and put these 3 secrets to use, you will enjoy writing more, or at least loathe it less. Secret number 1, start early. You heard me. No more of this writing your paper the night before it's due crap. Oh sure, you work your best under pressure, right? And you always procrastinate and get good grades, so obviously that system works for you, right? No offense, but that is stupid on so many levels. Please let me explain how that brings you down. First, since when are grades the most important thing about your education or your life? I mean, sure, it's nice to get good grades and maybe it'll help you get a scholarship someday and maybe your mom and dad will be really proud of you. But you're missing out on something so much better. When you discover a love of learning and a love of excellence in everything you do, life gets so cool. It's exciting. Suddenly everything's important and rewarding and people look at you and say, wow, who is this amazing person? Yeah, I know. Some people won't do that. Some people will look at you and say, dude, what's wrong with you? You're weird. But please tell me that the people who worship mediocrity just so they don't stand out in a crowd are not your role models. Second, when you write a paper at the last minute, you don't learn anything, or at least not very much compared to what you could learn. You turn the assignment into automatic busy work, and then you're right, it is a pointless waste of time. I'll explain more about how that works in another video. Look for the writing process introduction. Third, when you don't put in an honest effort, you turn out crap. And then you get crappy grades. And then you feel like crap, but you blame writing instead of yourself. Maybe you got an A, but were you really proud of your work? I know you weren't, because if you were, you wouldn't dislike writing quite so much. Fourth, it's true that there are a lot of less than perfect teachers out there. Some are boring, or disorganized, or unclear, or maybe they smell funny. But does that excuse you? Does that make it their fault and not yours that you didn't try harder and learn something? Who can say? Maybe it does. I agree that it is a teacher's job and responsibility to teach well and even motivate and entertain, but that's only because it would make them more effective teachers. And if they don't step up, then it's your job to learn something anyway. You're not in kindergarten anymore. Take responsibility for your own education and life. Blaming anyone else doesn't get you anywhere. By the way, there's a reason why you get so many mixed messages about the correct way to write. Look up the video on the writing spectrum that will clarify how that works and how to deal with it. Finally, procrastination makes you stress out and robs you of the ability to enjoy whatever else you're doing in the meantime. That's a lousy way to organize your life, isn't it? Learn instead to delay gratification and eat your vegetables first and dessert last. M. Scott Peck calls delaying gratification the only decent way to live. So start early, get it finished, and I promise you'll be a lot happier. That's it for secret number 1, start early. The next 2 secrets, I promise, go much faster. Secret number 2, follow the writing process. I'll make a separate video to explain that one, but you should know that even though it seems at first like more work, it's actually less, much less. You won't believe me until you try it, but once you do, you'll become a believer. It makes your writing faster, easier, less stressful, better, and you actually format your brain in the process so you can write even faster and better in the future automatically. Secret number 3, Consider your audience. Thinking about who you're writing to turns writing into sort of a game. You'll be surprised how much that helps. I know this because I hear it from my students all the time. We'll talk more about these things later in more depth, along with numerous other skills and tips to help you write better and enjoy it more. In the meantime, commit yourself now to starting early, following the writing process, and considering your audience. You'll be glad you did. And if you don't, then from now on, it's your own fault if you hate writing.